So we've part two of the Sky's reporting on the Edinburgh Film Festival, or sorry, I should say TV Festival. We've the new hotshot reporter who seems to have graduated from within 1 week from Kay Burley slot to the Mark Austin slot. So this lad's on a meteoric trajectory. I don't know who the two folks in the middle there. One of them has problem glasses on, and on the far left we've Afua Hirsch. So I'm guessing racism is probably going to make an appearance here, but who knows? Maybe it won't. So let's see. Let's take a look.
Founder of Born in Productions and former Sky News Afua Hirsch, and by the incoming chief executive of BAFTA.
Sorry, Afua Hirsch. I keep calling her Afua Hirsch. So.
Jane Winship, thank you all for being with us very much. I'm not going to ask you straight up and down whether television can change the world. Let's build up to that. I think we should start with what has really affected us in the past few years in terms of television. David, because you're nearest, you go first.
Affected us? I don't know how it affected us, but I mean, certain things have kind of caught my attention. As you say, the pandemic. Watching TV in the pandemic that's all we had to do.
I think I suspect strongly that people didn't watch that much TV during the pandemic. I think they mostly were online and looking at resources like YouTube and whatnot, but maybe I'm wrong.
So for me, I got sucked into Peaky Blinders. Absolutely, I watched, as we all did, just season after season, episode after episode.
Yeah, it's alright. I only watched one series of it, and it's okay.
It really, really pulled me in, and I thought that's the best of the best BBC production I've seen for a while. Fantastic performances in my hometown, Birmingham, and I really thought they did a fantastic job.
So for me, I think, we all binge watched, so it was great to catch up on all those series I'd missed out.
She has problem glasses on, so I'm suspecting possibly we're going to get to start grasping the reaching for the third rail here.
Because of the kind of deluge of content that's around. So I caught up on Afterlife, Sex Education, Stranger Things, that kind of thing. But I think from a television production perspective, what was really interesting was how the industry came together. At Sky, when I was still there.
Just a bit of a rah-rah session for Sky TV, but maybe Awufa will help save this one.
We had to pause 29 productions at first because of the pandemic. We had to work out, first of all, pause them, then work out how to go back.
Yeah, we're all getting advertised, all these different shows that Sky have produced. And they all look uniformly dreadful. They all look uniform as well, so it's part of their problem, of course.
Back into production, and all of the platforms work together to create COVID protocols to safely go back into production. And it was this extraordinary kind of group thinking and supportive collaboration. And I think it really brought out the best in us as an industry. And those protocols are still working today, and all of the networks, they exchanged information. And then you also saw people editing on the fly, because you couldn't complete your full series.
Yeah.
Great to see.
And I say that's how we used to make TV, not least here on Sky News. It really was a moment where the world shrunk, but our TV world expanded. And I got stuck into loads of scripted series. Severance on Apple.
Yeah, just watching that now.
It was so apt because it's also...
I'm going to have a look and see what Severance is all about. But, maybe Awufa has chilled out a little bit now, Maybe she's become a little bit more cosmopolitan in her outlook and view.
Also a commentary on our relationship with work and being in the workplace, which just felt so timely. Slow Horses also on Apple. Stranger Things, which I had initially watched on my own, but then rewatched with my daughter, who is now old enough. And just that world and how consuming it was and how captivating it was for, I think, young imaginations. And I really think that it was...
I'm starting to think that maybe the R word won't make an appearance just because of the panel we have here. It's possible. Your man had his moment in the sun last week with the Moshe Hamid interview. So maybe this is just going to be a puff piece.
Unique time for us in the industry because it was harder than ever, as James was saying, to make TV, but people wanted it more than ever. And this event really feels like We have a new appreciation of the power of this medium. It really reaches people.
Yeah, any right-thinking person will get a shiver down their spine when they hear her saying that.
It affects how they feel about themselves, their lives, their cultural relationships, even. How can we respond to that demand in a marketplace that is changing profoundly? There are so many platforms now, there are so many streamers, there are so many new entrants. As a creative, I think that's exciting. There's more opportunities for talent, for actors, directors, writers, but it's a little bit unnerving, I think, as viewers of TV, because we have so much choice and that can be overwhelming at times.
I mean, you're nodding along with a lot of that. I've heard a couple of times today that it's the golden age of television. Is that what we're in?
No, it isn't.
I mean, I feel like I hear that all the time every year that we have a discussion about TV.
I certainly think this is a fantastic time, as everybody was saying, about for context. But at the same time, I don't think that an abundance of money is any guarantee of success. I still think there's quality still stands out, and making quality drama. For me, that's the sort of bottom line. If you can make quality drama, that will go all over the world. I mean, who would have thought that a Korean show that where no one spoke a word of English would be like such a massive hit as Squid Game? And my kids were watching that like a month, 3-4 months before I even got to it. They were saying, talking about Squid Game. And then suddenly I started watching. Oh, this is fantastic, gripping television stuff. I mean.
Well, Emile Heskey has definitely sold me on Squid Game here, so yeah, I'm putting that in the favourites as well.
Does the abundance of money in all these streams, does that affect, you touched on here, the quality of it? I mean, there is a lot of stuff that's being made that perhaps one is worth.
Well, I think what we've seen is a lot of shows that have been...
Yeah, I want to hear see if Afua has anything else to say here. Afua, sorry.
And at the same time, I think that the upward pressure on budgets has made commissioners, maybe ironically, more risk averse. If you're going to invest $10 million in 1 hour of TV, you don't want to take a risk. And that's actually been really difficult for people of colour who are telling stories that haven't been told before, for other minorities, people who have disabilities, people who are coming into this industry wanting to tell stories.
Well, there you go.
To do justice to experiences that we haven't seen. That's what this industry should do. We are creative.
Is that not what they're already doing and have been doing for the last 5 years? And yeah.
Should be representative of real experiences. We should be
Lived experiences. Oh, Jesus, look at that. Look at that boat race.
able to approach that with imagination. And sometimes I think when that much money is at stake, it can be hard for people in the industry to do something new, and they often default to what they are used to seeing or what has been proven before. So,
or what is currently being proven. Anyway, not that interesting. But anyway, thanks for watching.